Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm finally back with the results from my Madden uh, Classic Teams tournament that I've been doing on my Xbox One for Madden. And yeah, so here it goes. I won all the games except for one, and I'll show you which one. But all the teams that won, for the most part, I played as against the computer. And it wasn't on rookie. As you can see, some of these were very close games. And I did lose one, and I'll show you which one here in a minute. But first, so we'll go with the defensive uh, games, fantasy games, I guess you could say. So 78 Steelers versus 2000 Ravens. Pittsburgh beat Baltimore, close game. Very good game, though. 85 Bears versus Seahawks. Beat them. 85 Bears go on. It's a little bit easier. And then Giants defeated the 0-2 Bucks. Pretty good game there as well. Then we got the best offenses. Montana versus Manning. That was actually a real close game. I really thought that Manning and Montana would have a shootout game, like 49-39 or something like that. But it was actually a close game. So as you can see, 14-10. So and the same thing with the Patriots versus Dolphins. It was 15-10. Again, I thought that would be a shootout as well. But so yeah, we have all the good quarterbacks there. And then 88 Bengals versus 98 Vikings. Minnesota defeated Cincy 24-14. Fairly easy game. 90 Bills against 08 Cardinals. That was a pretty easy game. I think this was the only game where I shut somebody out for the most part with 0 points. And yeah, the Bills defense played great. So that was an easy game. I thought it'd be a little harder, but it wasn't. This is the game I lost now, as you see here. 91 Lions versus 99 Rams. I played as the greatest show on turf, but it was really tight and it went into overtime, and Detroit won with an Eddie Murray field goal in overtime. So yeah, Barry Sanders gets lucky and he gets to survive and move on to the second round. So that's the only game that I lost. I played as the Rams and I lost. So the rest of the games I won. Green Bay defeated New Orleans 21-6. Very easy game. Green Bay defense kicked a lot of ass with Reggie White and all those guys. So that was a great game. Broncos defeated Carolina. Fairly easy game. Played as Denver, of course. I'll get to the Cowboys last. Let's go to get the crappy teams out of the way. 86 Browns versus 97 Chiefs. Marty Schottenheimer versus Marty Schottenheimer. I beat them. It was a fairly easy game. Chiefs have a pretty good defense, so 91 Redskins against 99 Titans. Washington defeated Tennessee. Another great game, 21-7. Easy game, I should say. I beat them pretty good there. 94 Chargers against 0-1 Raiders. This was probably the most entertaining game, if you can believe it. Oakland, I played as Oakland, defeated San Diego 19-13. In overtime, it was Rich Gannon pass to Jerry Rice. In overtime, it was great. It was awesome. That was probably the most entertaining game, which is surprising. You think like the other games, like the Marino and Brady, or all the games from the up here. See, the ones that I thought would be a shootout: Montana versus Manning, Marino versus Brady. You would have thought that those would be the entertaining games, but they were low scoring for some reason. But so 98 Jets versus 98 Falcons. Atlanta defeated. That was a boring ass game, 10-7. So now save the best for last with the Cowboys. Now this is the only game I do have the highlights of. They're on my Facebook page when I broadcast it on Facebook. So if you want to watch them, they're on there. The second half is on there at least. But that was a great game. So Dallas defeated Philly 20-3. Our defense, as you can see, really stepped up. Dion covered T.O. great, and also Kevin Smith. I think Charles Haley got one sack on McNabb, and Ken Norton got a sack and a fumble recovery, or he caused a fumble. And so yeah, defense played amazing. Offense played pretty good too. We got a goal line run from Emmett for a touchdown, and Chris Boniol kicked a couple of field goals. And yeah, it was a great game. So I do have the highlights for that one. It's on my Facebook. If you want to watch them, you can add me and you can see them on my Facebook wall. So that was a great game. I'll always be broadcasting the Cowboys games at least. So now we're going to move to round 2. So this is the matchups we have for round 2. '85 Bears versus the 2000s Patriots. Best D versus best offense. That should be a great game. I can't wait to play that one. '80s 49ers versus '93 Chiefs. Montana versus Montana. Can older 49er or older Chiefs Montana play against the younger Joe Montana from the Niners? I don't know. 49ers probably will win, but should be interesting anyway. '86 slash 1990 Giants versus '90s Cowboys. I'm going to stick it with the NFC East. We played the Eagles in the first round, so second round we'll stick with the NFC East and play against the Giants. Aikman versus Phil Simms. Got LT in there. Got great. Just this should be a great matchup as well. Should be a bigger challenge than the Eagles since they have such a great defense. So we'll see how that turns out. '78 Steelers versus '97 Broncos. Bradshaw versus Elway. Should be a really good matchup as well. I don't know. I got my money on the Steelers, but you never know. Here's another interesting one. 1990 Bills against '98 Vikings. Two place kickers that choked, although I think the Bills don't have Scott Norwood, whoever made the team on the creation, where you can download other people's created teams on the rosters on Xbox Live. They put the good kicker, Steve Christie, so you don't have really that, but still, they are two teams that are famous for losing field goals, or missing the field goals, so this should be an interesting game as well. High-powered offenses, and 91 Redskins against 96 Packers. Favre versus Ripien. It's a fairly interesting game. I just didn't know where else to put them, so I just put those two teams together, and, hopefully the Packers will win. I'll play as the Packers, and then we can have, like, Favre versus Montana, or, we can have a good matchup after that. 91 Lions versus 98 Falcons. Two teams without a Super Bowl still, so that should be interesting. I got my money on the Lions, though. And then here's something interesting. I didn't have any other teams left, so basically the Colts did lose to the '80s 49ers, but I just had to resurrect them because there wasn't a team for the '01 Raiders to play. So I just brought the Colts back because of Peyton Manning, and if they're able to beat the Raiders here, then they can play Favre, or they can play maybe Dallas. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But so I guess you could say the Colts are the lucky losers. And so, yeah. So I highlighted for the sort of theme of the game. In this one, Tim Brown and Jerry Rice versus Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. So two great receiving cores against each other. So this should be a pretty good match too. So yeah. So anyway, that's round 2. And these look like great matchups, and I'll have the highlights for the Cowboys games at least, and on Facebook when I broadcast. I'll also broadcast on YouNow. So yeah, it's great. Have a lot of fun with this, and may the best team win, and Cowboys should kick some ass and move on to round 3, and we'll have more great matchups there. But anyway, so yeah, that's it. I will play these games, not all at once. I'll do, whenever I have time to do each one. That's why I took round 1. It took me forever to get through that. But, so here's round 2, and I'll play them and post the results later. And also be doing the 94 season with the Cowboys. Although the rosters aren't quite done with that one. I still have like 3 teams to edit their rosters. But, yeah, other than that, that's it. So we'll see how everything goes. But, yeah. Cowboys should kick ass and win. So, yeah, that's it. So, I'll see you guys for the results and show you the matchups for round 3. All right? Peace out.